हारिका सिंगला पहले भी आए थे।
हाँ पहले
भी आए थे ये पहले लास्ट आया था दिल्ली में जी
You appeared in the interview?
Yes, did. Okay.
क्या लगता है आपको क्या आगे रिजल्ट क्या नहीं आना है?
No, sir. May's number were not that up to mark, so I didn't make it up to merit, and I was in waiting list, so I didn't.
So what do you feel you were lacking as far as interview is concerned?
So my interview number was 110 out of 150. So it was my whole interview around my practice in High Court. So that
practicing in the High Court
from last 1 year, probably since last 1 year.
Independently or with somebody?
With somebody. It's Baweja Kumar Saini, advocate, Sector 44.
Anyway, still we would like to know something about you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Renika Gira, born in Dera, brought up in Chandigarh.
Come to this stage, then good afternoon should be divided.
Yes.
But good afternoon is the beginning of the conversation.
Yes.
And when we are in the midst of the conversation, then good afternoon.
Yes.
We have started with good afternoon.
Right.
Anyway.
Myself, Renika Gira, born in Dehradun, brought up in Chandigarh. My schooling was in Chandigarh itself. Thereafter, I did my LLB from Punjab University, passed in year 2016. And thereafter, LLM from Kurukshetra University, passed in year 2022. And since then, I'm practicing as an advocate in Punjab and Haryana.
How do you differentiate between cognate and agnate?
Cognate and agnate is a concept under Hindu law. And when the hairs is within the line of males, then it is agnate. And when a female comes in the hairline, then it is cognate.
Is this registered sale deed a public document?
Is it, yes, sir. It's a public document.
Any judgment?
Suraj lamp, which it was passed in year 2011 by Honorable Supreme Court, wherein it was stated that the sale deed will be the only document from where the sale will, the purchaser will become the owner and not by agreement to purchase. And
no, it would become public document then?
Sale deed is a public document, but I don't remember then the case.
But the judgments with me otherwise that it is not a public document. Original sale deed, उसका public document से क्या संबंध है original sale deed का?
The sale deed is it's a public document under Section 74 of Indian Evidence Act.
Read 74. What does it say?
Section 74 of Indian Evidence Act states that what are the public documents, and the Section 75 what are the private documents. So any document, any private document which is registered and recorded in the public under the public sphere, then it is a public document. Even a private document, in that case.
If registered, it becomes a public document.
If it is a private document and it is not just registered, but it is in a public sphere, it is. Sorry, I'm not able to frame the answer.
Monica, you have a question in PCS main examination. Difference between order of conviction and sometimes suspension of sentence and suspension of order of conviction.
Yes. Suspension of sentence and suspension of conviction. Both are covered under Section 389 of Criminal Procedure Code. But in suspension of sentence, only the sentence is suspended for time being. But in suspension of conviction, along with the sentence, all other related parameters like disqualifications and everything will also be.
All done again.
Yes.
His sentence was suspended.
Yes.
But order of conviction was not suspended. That was suspended by the Supreme Court. Under the Supreme Court. Any case before that, Navjot Singh Sidhu, also state of Punjab.
Yes.
Navjot Singh Sidhu was acquitted by Second Court.
Yes.
He was convicted by High Court.
Yes.
He went to appeal.
Supreme
So, Supreme Court.
Yes.
Now, what is the difference? Because if you suspend the sentence, also will be released on bail.
Yes. Yes.
So, what about the order of consequence of order of suspension.
Suspension of conviction.
Suspension of conviction.
Yes, sir. Suspension of conviction basically relates wherein not just sentence, but all other related consequences will also be
More
suspended.
related mean all the consequences which follow the conviction.
Which follow the conviction.
You will not test the election. You will not get a job. You will remove from job.
He will be treated as if not convicted.
Everything will be restored. Yes.
Judicial.
Yes. So in case conviction is totally wiped out by the executive, what do you call it as? Conviction is totally wiped out, as if there is no blemish on that.
Then it is.
What is the legal terminology?
Then it is remission,
Pardon.
wherein the other person has the amount of sentence which he has undergone. Then
I'm completely wiped out, as if there is no blemish, and it's pardon.
pass. Okay. Sorry.
Anyway, okay, there is a debate going on since long time regarding uniform civil. Tell me one benefit that uniform civil code will ensure in this country.
So in my opinion, uniform civil code will lead to national integration. And the other thing is secularism, which is a basic structure, which is a part of the basic structure of our constitution, and it will lead to the national integration, wherein all the people will be observed, will be regulated by the same uniform law, and there will be no differences on the basis of religion, and that is basically national integration.
Will it really be uniform? I mean, you feel that all communities will be included within the umbrella of the uniform civil? Is it possible?
Sir, practically as we see, it is very challenging because the personal loss and basically the minorities might be subsided, and their right under Article 29, 30, 50 definitely will be affected. But then it needs to be first of all their
What are the minority rights? There are minority rights only to establish the educational institution. There are no other rights which are available to minorities in India. What kind of minority rights you are talking about?
Article 29, where the person can preserve his own identity, his own religion, his own caste, and the minorities will definitely be subsided, might be subsided, and they can be suppressed by the majority because some personal laws of majority.
But IPC applies to all, irrespective of religion, community, and status.
Yes, sir.
Then
What amount of suppression?
No, sir. But personal laws related to marriage, inheritance, which is which has not
punishment also. Punishment in Sharia law is different from other punishments.
Yes, yes, sir.
But here in India, everybody is subject to IPC.
Yes, sir. But there needs to be a first of all acceptance to that, wherein the stakeholders must be participants to it, so that the stakeholders which can be affected by it, they should be heard. And what are the
Heard is one thing. We are not talking of how to make the law. We are talking of what are the consequences, what are the pluses and minuses of implementing UCC.
Definitely, sir, the minorities and their personal laws, which are related to them, will be.
Before 1955, there was no Hindu Marriage Act. So, with the enactment of Hindu Marriage Act, you feel the Hindus have been suppressed?
No, sir. There was definitely there was also a debate, and but then that was even a challenging thing at that time also, and even there was a criticism
there was
also.
nothing
But
like
then
divorce in
slowly,
Hindu.
Even polygamy was there.
Yes,
Even
polygamy was there and divorce was not there.
yes,
But we have accepted it.
yes, sir. But slowly and steadily that could happen.
Why slowly, steadily? In 1955 itself, we accepted it.
Single store of hand.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
everybody accepted it.
Sir, I think, in my opinion,
Adivasi.
Yes.
Voluntary.
in my opinion,
Yes, absolutely.
Let us speak.
in my opinion, in each and every personal laws, there are certain criticism to certain provisions. Like, for example, there was integral talaq or some other provisions. So definitely, it's a uniform law.
Let's take the example of talaq.
Yes,
It was prevailing for long.
Yes.
Yes,
yes, sir.
prevailing for long. and it is gone like anything.
So not even one like anything. It's sometimes the things are in the within the four walls also, and some things are there.
Well, there is a law, criminal offense.
Yes, sir, it's not a criminal offense. Because there was a certain kind of criticism in India regarding that, and that was very something discriminatory. That was a discriminatory provision.
Let me ask you a very generic question. You are a woman, and there is a low sex ratio, decreasing sex ratio in Punjab.
Yes.
My question is, first question is, what are the reasons for that? Why Punjab sex ratio is decreasing every year? Second question is, as a judicial official, what are the things you can do to eradicate these types of social events?
Sir, according to in my opinion, the basic reason is behind lack of education, and especially in the interiors of Punjab. Especially in the certain areas which are linked to border areas where the actual education, even the access to education is very difficult. People need to move to cities for that, urban areas, from rural to urban areas, because the opportunities are very less. And many of them even not have resources to move to the urban areas. And lack of education is there. And
Let me interfere in between. So, do you think the Bihar's education, or you can say, is far more advanced than Punjab?
Bihar's education is to a certain extent, yes.
Sure.
I'm not aware about
About
the
the
exact.
areas, about the secluded areas I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
Pattern is absolutely same, but the sex ratio is decreasing in Punjab more
Yes.
than any other state. Why so?
Sir,
हरियाणा में गाड़ी पे आप
Undivided Punjab.
sir, according to me, it's definitely first of all the lack of education, and secondly, there is awareness problem too.
Cultural issue, don't you think is basically kind of culture where the man
Son is preferred over.
son is
Well, definitely it's a social mindset, but that is too because of the lack of awareness and lack of.
I'm jumping into the next question. As a judicial officer, how do you think you can help to eradicate these things?
So first of all, I'll try and make certain societies or communities to make awareness, sensitize people regarding the ill effects of going. For example, we can see the inclination toward drugs and everything, which is not good for the youth. And plus, the brain drain is very popular thing in Punjab. So certain things which need to be sensitized to the people, and definitely regarding education, the importance of education, and thirdly, I will try that some opportunity should be given in Punjab regarding jobs, because in Punjab, except farming, in my opinion, except farming, thus for service class and for jobs, there is no opportunity as such. There are various reasons for that too, and even in schooling level and school education, there is less of opportunity to that extent. Quality of education is very less. So I will try, and first of all, I'll sensitize people, and I'll conduct programs regarding that, and I'll try and reach to the people who are actually affected by it, so that things.
Very good. Only one very short advice. You are overall very good, but sometimes you jump to answer the question before hearing the question. First hear the question, analyze it, then answer. And be to the point and very precise.
Yes.
Otherwise, you are very good and you stand very good chance of.
Thank you. Even last time, I took recommendation and I tried my best to implement it, and I still remember. Yes.
And
Last time you kहा
Yes, sir. I
yes sir बोल दीजिए इसको करने के लिए.
even he said not to say okay. I still remember and I have tried to.
ये नहीं कि हैंड आपने रोक लिया और एल्बो
Practice it more. Practice it
Yes.
more.
And do work on the daily matter. Sometimes this is training, right?
Yes, yes, sir. I have even last time, sir only told me to explore the meaning, and only then I explored it. It's moonlight. The name of the meaning is moonlight. It's a Tamilian name. Only after.
चलिए ठीक है, थैंक यू.
Thank you.
ओके एक साड़ी वो डालना जो आप कंफर्टेबल हो। एक लड़का है ये क्या नाम है? निहारिका। निहारिका। हाँ नहीं चलो यानी वो साड़ी डालने से कंफर्टेबल महसूस। बस हम बता देते हैं आपको, अगर अभी हमें कुछ लगता, अगर कोई आपको प्रश्न होगा तो बाद में मिलना ना बताएंगे। नहीं पहले क्वेश्चन फिर आंसर कर दो। एक छोटा